Hey guys, today I would like to teach you guys something about the squeezer that a lot of people tend to ask me about, especially throughout the entirety of Splatoon 3. And that thing is how to mash perfectly with the squeezer without having shaky aim or anything like that, and basically just, being able to use the weapon without any problems. Now, I think the thing that people need to understand with the squeezer is that you cannot shoot more than the game is intended to. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you can get at least up to the maximum of 7 shots per second if you're able to actually mash properly, which, to be honest, let me just say right now, that's not that fast. This is basically what 7 shots per second would look like, because that's the entire limit of that. And just for you guys to recognize, I do have a hand cam on the top so you can actually see what my finger looks like when I'm actually playing this weapon. 7 shots per second is, personally for me, not that quick. Maybe quick for some, but I'm going to try and teach you some things that may be able to help you to basically improve your shot rate. So first of all, let's start off with shaky aim, because I feel like this is probably one of the biggest problems that a lot of people have when it comes to using a squeezer. So if you have, for whatever reason, have shaky aim and you're using a squeezer or anything like that, I think the issue with when you have shaky aim is that it's one of two things. You're either pressing the button too hard, so you're making the controller shake just like that, or with your finger, you're flicking your finger too much like this. I think the most important thing is that you need to 110% relax. Your finger needs to be relaxed. Your finger needs to not be tensed. If for whatever reason you feel like you're tensing your finger while you're playing this weapon and then trying to play squeezer just like this, over time, your finger's first of all going to get really tired because you're putting too much energy and pressure into it. But at the same time, while you're tensing your finger, you're putting a lot more pressure onto the button, which could actually mess up your aim more than you would want to. You don't want to feel like that. We want longevity here. We want to be relaxed. We want to be able to feel comfortable when we're playing this weapon. So just to show you on the hand cam as well, you want your tippy point, this point of the finger, to be of course on the trigger. You don't want to have it like this. You want to have it like this. I mean, it doesn't really matter. However is comfortable for you. If you even shoot like this, I mean, if that's comfortable for you, then go for it. But I think the tip of your finger is usually the best in my opinion, because it just makes more sense and it just feels like ergonomically for the trigger, it actually makes most sense. So, and when it comes to mashing, I feel like when you hold it like this, like how I'm showing you right now, you don't want the tip of your finger to actually leave the trigger at all. Like, you just want to press it in, just like that. When I play squeezer, I never have the tip of my finger ever leaving the trigger. It's always on it, and it just feels perfectly natural. Like, it doesn't even shake up my aim at all. Like, I'm just pressing it like this, and this is just how it is. It's kind of like my fingers just kind of vibrating on the trigger itself, And at the same time too, it's very relaxed, and I'm pressing it as much as I possibly can, and I'm not overdoing it. Like, don't try to overdo it, because reality with squeezer is that you're not going to always just, like, for 5 minutes during a game, the only thing you're going to be doing is just pressing the tap firing button. Because when it comes to using squeezer, you're only ever really going to do that when you're actually firing targets. If you're not fighting targets, you're probably painting using the auto fire mode, just like holding it down. But if you are trying to fight a target, then you switch, and it's just like, okay, just a few button presses, that's all I need. So as you can see, it's not even really like a mash. It's just like a relaxed, just continuous tap, It's not even like anything like that. And I can hold the controller perfectly. It doesn't really feel like I'm putting much effort into it. It's just I'm pressing the button enough just to actually be able to get the button inputs through. So, and of course, you don't have to get 7 bullets out per second, because at the same time, this weapon's only a 3-shot kill. Like, if you recognize that, like if you see a target that's standing still like that, 3 shots, that's all you need. So like I said before, try to keep the tip of your index finger on the trigger, and make sure it never leaves the trigger, because if it's like that, then you're gonna be able to get your shots out really quickly. But if you're doing something like this, where you're flicking your finger like that and keeping it tense, this is not going to allow you to get your shots out quicker, because that's small like window of space where like your finger goes up and it goes down. That's actually like wasted time, where you could actually like be pressing the button instead of just like flicking and flailing your finger around, because doing this, it's a lot slower than just doing this, Just so you can see, I'm gonna try and keep my finger in the same tempo. This is what it looks like if you're flicking your finger like that. You can see there's like small spaces of time where it's just like I'm not perfectly shooting. But if I do like something like this, it's just far easier just to be able to actually get the mash out faster. It basically just eliminates all the dead time. So, this is just basically the way I do it. And just one more thing to show you. Oh, dude, do you use like a slow sensitivity just to make sure the camera doesn't shake or anything like that? I'm using +4 motion, all right? I'm using +4 motion. I've done this on +4.5 motion, just so you know. So you can do this on a really fast sensitivity. It's not a problem at all. It's just that, you know, it's all about how your technique is, you know. It's just basically really all it is. It's like, I mean, okay, let's just to give you guys an example. If you've ever played piano or anything like that, I think one of the #1 things that they always say is to never tense up your finger when you're playing the keys or anything like that. You want to make sure that they're relaxed and you can just like, you know, just basically so you can just like freely move your fingers so you're not like pressing down every key just like crazy, you know. So it's kind of the same thing. The squeezer kind of follows the same thing, except you're pressing only one key, and it's just, you need to just keep your one finger relaxed or anything like that. So I know I've kind of been repeating myself over and over again, but hey, this is basically how I play squeezer and how I keep it relaxed, how I aim with it, and how it, you know, doesn't really take me a lot to actually be able to use this weapon. And this is how I basically, where you ever see me using this weapon on stream, I can play for 4 hours, I can play for 5, I can play for 8 hours using squeezer and never get tired. So yeah, my finger does not get tired when I play this weapon. Ever at all. So yeah, that's basically it. If there's anything else where you guys feel like you need like some pointers on, some tips on, of like how you could play it better, let me know in the comment section below, because this is just one of many of them. Squeezer is just like one of those things that I definitely know how to wield really well, and of course a bunch of other weapons in the game I know how to like wield really well, and I would be totally fine to give you guys those conversations and a little tutorial of how I do it and just how I go about it, because your boy has been playing Splatoon for 9 years. I was a pro, or still am, but you know, top competitive player since 2015 to 2019. But your boy has never stopped playing Splatoon. So just in case you're new here, you didn't know that your boy did some things. Your boy knows a little big thing to tell you about Splatoon. So, but either way, yeah, that's the squeezer. Just keep your finger relaxed. Just keep your finger close to the trigger button, and don't be flicking it. Don't be tensing your finger up, and you know, just, you know, stay relaxed. That's basically it. So that's all I gotta say. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and of course, leave a comment and anything else that you want to know about Splatoon 3. So let me know, and I shall see you guys in a future video. Cool. Cool. I saved the ball. Oh, thank you, screen. One shot. Oh, come on.